Hi, my name is Jeremy and I'm presenting for EL405, New Media Projects. In the process of designing my Flash project, I had to brainstorm. I asked myself, what can I do that relates to me and the digital world? Well, I have the answer. I came up with my project. I call it my personal tattoo essay. It is about me getting tattoos and my journey through life, finding myself. I start with my arms, then my neck, and finally my wrists. I like Flash because it allowed me to create. I am one that enjoys showing as opposed to telling. I like the art side of Flash. It reminds me of filmmaking. It's among similar lines. I was inspired by the magnificent Kat Von D and her talent of tattooing. This is an ode to her and also my body. I would one day love to get a tattoo done by her. So anyways, let's take a closer look. We're going to go in Flash and look at my published project, okay? Let's minimize this and let's go in. And here it is. What we're going to do, you hit Control and Enter and Flash to me in a few minutes. For a second or two, and we'll be back to you here shortly. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open this up. I want some tattoos.
So, you want some tattoos? Just a little pinprick.
Are we almost done?
How do you like them?
The artwork on the arm is amazing. Okay, and that was my slideshow. So we're going to go into my project here. And this is basically it. You'll see still pictures, and there's also audio edited into this. Okay, and here are the front here, the very beginning, rather, and that's my title page, my personal tattoo essay by, that's me. So, here's the different layers. I think I've used 30 some layers, so yeah, about 33 layers or so. And basically, I add a layer and I put either audio or a JPEG on here, and I'll walk you through a couple more things here. We'll get in a little bit. Okay, so here's a picture of my arm. What I did was I added an effect at the blur, and 5 seconds into it, it starts to blur. Okay. Also, I manipulated a lot of the colors on the arm, and we'll go into that in a little bit. I used Adobe Photoshop. Here's another effect I add. Right here you can see I inverted the colors on my arm, made them more of a psychedelic tone to them, and boom, we're going to have an explosion right here. Let's check again in slow-mo. Okay, enough of that. Here we go. And I added, just if you add too many effects, your slideshow is going to look horrible. I was also told in film school at one point, don't cheese your film up with a lot of effects because it just ruins it. So I added a slide here. As you can see, it's sliding left, and then what I did, I added cat on top of this to basically ease into the next frame, which is the last one, and I made a title page here. I used that in Windows Paint, and that's how I made that. And written and directed by Jeremy, that's me, and I'm a junior at Seton Hill University, abbreviated SHU. Okay, so I'm going to go into the software, some of the software that I used in order to create this whole setup. Of course, I use Flash. There's Adobe Flash right there. This is one of the only rooms that has Flash. Note to Seton Hill faculty administration. Also, I had used a PM converter, which is right here. The IT department had to come in and download that onto my computer. And what that does, it converts WMAs to MP3s. It's conversion software. Next, I use Audacity, and I used Audacity to once they were made into an MP3, what I did is um, I edited my audio with it. Okay, I went blank there for a second. And something else I learned, which was pretty neat, is here's a Windows Media Player. And if you can't, most music is licensed. So what you have to do is you convert, okay, my audio. So what you do is you take a track, okay, here's a simple way of doing it. And you open up Audacity, which should open, and you play the track here in the Windows Media Player, and then you record here, and it records it. It's almost like a cassette tape. You know, when you were younger, you recorded music onto a cassette tape. It's almost the same thing. Okay. Well, I thought that was interesting. I never knew that until a couple days ago. And also, the last thing I want to show you here is I used Adobe Photoshop. And what I did with that is I resized my photos, used Photoshop, and also I had also manipulated the colors and a couple things. And do the presentation. Of course, I'm using Cam Studios. So I hope you've enjoyed my presentation. This is Jeremy, and sign off.